and we are going to do this or that Sam Darnold edition. So now that I know Mac is a USC fan, I have to add a name to my list. We are going to start off this or that Sam Darnold with Caleb Williams.
Oh, that's easy. Give me Caleb Williams.
I'm going to go Sam Darnold. I know we've seen you really look at their careers in this past 2 years because what Sam did before these last 2 years really doesn't matter. 4,000 yards in 2 places, 2 number 1 seeds. You got to go Sam Darnold. I know Caleb Williams has the name, but I'm going Sam Darnold.
They're right there. If you make a list of quarterbacks, they're right there. They're right next to each other, man. Oh, based off of, I think who I would trust more to get me there, I would say Darnold.
And Mac, I'll add in there that our guy Toddy has been screaming from the heavens since Caleb's sophomore year. And he said this when Caleb was a sophomore at SC. He said that Caleb would be a top 15 quarterback in the NFL right now. He said that when he was a sophomore. Crazy.
Yeah, I'll take Darnold over taller Kyler Murray any day.
I love that comparison. I'm actually going to steal that, Emiliano.
My goodness.
Next name, Jared Goff. Give me Sam Darnold. No hesitation. I don't know what's taking you guys so long.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take Sam Darnold.
They have almost the same kind of path. If you look at it, really, I mean, I think Goff got a little bit more leeway in LA than Darnold did with Adam Gase's Jets, but their path is almost like right there. But
I think Goff is going to lose you less games than Darnold has proven to lose games so far. So I'm going to go Goff.
To me, just Sam Darnold he has a higher ceiling to me than Jared Goff. Like Jared Goff is a straight up game manager. Like, Emiliano, his floor might be higher, so he might lose you less games. But Darnold's ceiling and like what he showed through 17 weeks in Minnesota, and now what he has shown over an entire season with an extended playoff run in Seattle, Darnold may not even hit his ceiling yet. And to me, Jared Goff, we've seen everything that Jared Goff can be, and he's AKA Alex Smith.
Yeah, okay. I agree with Shaun's analysis there. I think you see Goff is kind of maybe just at the apex or maybe just slightly on the way down. So I'll say Darnold.
Next name, Baker Mayfield.
Shout out to the Toddy boys. I'll take Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield started out this season in the MVP conversation, and then his team kept getting hurt, and his team kind of crumbled around him. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Todd Bowles, and so get Baker Mayfield, more of an offensive coach. He could really unlock what he has started in Tampa Bay.
This is one I went back and forth with. And I kind of looked at the way Shaun did. You know, if his offense doesn't get hurt, this team looks a lot differently. They don't lose to the Panthers. They make the playoffs. And we look at Baker Mayfield in a completely different light. So with that said, if they're both healthy, I'm going to go Baker Mayfield just due to the weapons around him. So I'm going to go Baker Mayfield.
I think Mayfield has a higher ceiling than Darnold. It's just a matter of can he consistently hit those metrics. So I guess I'll say Baker.
Is it going to be a sweep, Emiliano?
Yeah, this is an easy one for me, Baker. I completely agree with Shaun's assessment. Baker's an MVP candidate beginning of every year for me moving forward.
These next three are going to be very, very interesting. Starting off with the next name, we have Brock Purdy.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Give me Brock Purdy. There's a reason why Sam Darnold was his backup. There's a reason why Sam Darnold continues to say, I learned so much from Brock Purdy. Give me Brock Purdy. I knew Kevin was going to do that.
I'm going Sam Darnold all day, every day. We've seen what Brock Purdy looks like when he doesn't have the shiny toys. 10th overall pick. And besides JSN, there are no shiny toys over there. So I'm gonna go Sam Darnold.
I will go Darnold. I'm sorry, Shaun. I don't really understand the Purdy love. You can ask Colin. I've never been really high on Purdy. There's a reason people get picked in the 6th round. There's only been one Tom Brady. So, easy pick. Darnold.
Shaheed is very shiny.
I've been on the Brock Purdy hate train since day one. I just don't see the hype. I think he's got a great system around him. I think Kyle Shanahan has developed an amazing system where almost anybody can slot in there and perform pretty well to what they need to do. So I'll say Darnold.
It's okay, Shaun. Don't get too mad because I think I'll be in the same boat that you're in. Next name, Jalen Hurts.
Give me Jalen Hurts. More explosive, higher ceiling. I'll take Jalen Hurts because I'm objective and I'm not a hater.
I'm going Jalen Hurts as well. Y'all can see the background. Y'all know what it is. All pro. If he doesn't miss 2 games, he's an MVP, and we're not even thinking about this conversation. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. I know he has the shiny toys. I know you can look at the Sam Darnold numbers, and you can say, well, he threw for 4,000 yards. Jalen Hurts didn't get close to that. And he has A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. There's a lot of things that go into that. You got to have a perfect house for everything to kind of be perfect. But I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. He elevates a team to win games. He's a winner, point blank. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts.
Recency bias is really beating me right now because if you had asked me this question 12 months ago, I would have said Jalen Hurts, no hesitation. But I watched a lot of those Eagles games. Jalen Hurts didn't look very good. But I'll say this, as I did with the Baker argument, I think if Jalen can reel it in, he's got a higher ceiling than Darnold. So I'll say Jalen, but
I love the love.
If you ask me 12 months from now, next year,
we'll
I may have a different answer.
Yeah, I'm picking Jalen. I think Jalen's proven that he can carry a franchise at this point. Darnold has yet to do that. One of them's playing a week from now, one of them's not, but
I'm sorry, Emiliano. I didn't mean to speak over you. I just wanted to say before we moved on to the next name, if Jaevon Toddy was here, he would be the devil's advocate saying Sam Darnold. That was not me.
And lastly, I saved his name for last because I think this one's going to be a good conversation. Drake May.
Emiliano, start it.
I will expose my bias. I think that Drake May has the makings to be like Mahomes level skill. I think that he's shown that he could do it with his legs. He has the arm. When he was coming out of the draft, I said that this guy was built in a lab to be an NFL quarterback. Size, strength, speed. I do not know that the list is longer than 3 or 4 in terms of quarterbacks that I would draft today to start my franchise. So I'm picking Drake May. And yes, it has everything to do with the jersey that I'm wearing. So I've seen enough.
All right, Max. Yeah, I mean, we let him go, so you got to go next.
I love me the quarterbacks that rise up the draft boards late in the process. It's hard for me to say just because Drake has only had 2 seasons. His first season wasn't very good. Second season was MVP caliber. So it's hard for me to say. I think it's like the Jalen Hurts question. If you ask me next year, I may say a different name. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna get flack for this, but I'll say May. I would if I was an objective franchise owner, I think you would take May over Darnold. So that's what I was saying.
I would say, and sorry to cut in, but I would say trade our quarterbacks right now, Mac. And how many points do you get in the spread if you guys have Drake May over what still is, I think, a question mark in can Sam Darnold deliver in the Super Bowl? I think that Drake May is worth a couple points versus Sam Darnold being on the Patriots.
I don't know if the spread changes that much. It may be 3 points, I would say, just from the way our offense is built. I think Drake could run it. I don't know if he would run it exceptionally better than Sam Darnold, but I think May could fit in our system. Yes.
All right, so I'll go next, Shaun. We talk about shiny toys, and they both really have one. But Rashid Shaheed, I think we all would take Rashid Shaheed over Cooper Kupp. I mean, not Cooper Kupp, over anybody on the Patriots. Keyshawn Butte, Matt Collins, Mike Williams. So I'm gonna go Drake May here. Not being biased, I think Drake May MVP this year, if you ask me. And he's doing it with the four of us out there with him. So I'm gonna go Drake May.
Hey man, don't sleep on Matt Collins. He doesn't wear shoes except for when he's on the football field. That is grit right there. The one thing I wanted to jump in and say to Emiliano after he chose Drake May and referenced the jersey he's wearing is, Emiliano, if the Patriots win on Sunday, I'm going to need you to be like Kevin and get a Super Bowl jersey with that patch on it with Drake May jersey, as he loves Cam Newton, looked up to Cam Newton as a guy growing up in North Carolina, and Cam Newton has done nothing but throw shade at him, which I think is completely unnecessary. Give me Drake May. He finally got himself a competent coach, and that's coming from a guy who was a big fan of Gerard Mayo, and I was honestly upset when the Patriots let go of Mayo after one season, because I was basically like, what could he have done in one season? And they basically had him in there as a placeholder, but I was okay with it because everyone expected them to get Mike Vrabel, and that's exactly who they got. So if you're upgrading your coaches, then it makes sense. But we have now seen the difference between a Mayo and a Vrabel. And Drake May has been truly unlocked with Mike Vrabel as his head coach. Josh McDaniels, we used to call him Josh McDumbass when he was out in Vegas, but he's proving why he was such a good offensive coordinator during the Patriots' first run with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. And now, I mean, Vrabel is a defensive guy, but Vrabel has come in. He's leading the ship, but he's not running the offense. And a guy who he brought in is a big reason why Drake May has succeeded to the level that he has this year. It's either going to be Matthew Stafford or Drake May winning the MVP. Sam Darnold's not in that conversation. And so recency bias, I'm taking Drake May.